If your child is smart, curious, and capable, but reading, writing, or school feels much harder than it should, this video is for you. Maybe teachers say things like, they understand it when we talk about it, or they can say, they are bright, they just need to try harder. And as a parent, that can be incredibly confusing because you see how hard your child is trying. By the end of this video, you are going to understand exactly why smart kids with dyslexia struggle so much, why this happens even when they are trying their hardest, and why nothing is wrong with your child or with you. One of the most misunderstood things about dyslexia is that many children with dyslexia are actually very intelligent. Some of them may have strong vocabularies, they ask deep questions, they are creative, thoughtful, and curious. And yet, school feels exhausting. Homework takes forever. Reading feels very slow, and confidence can quietly start to slip. This disconnect between how smart your child is and how hard school feels is one of the most painful parts of parenting a child with dyslexia. So let's talk about why this happens. Here's a key idea that changes everything. Dyslexia creates a mismatch between thinking ability and written output. Your child may fully understand ideas in their head. They may grasp concepts quickly when explained verbally. They may be able to explain things beautifully out loud. But when those same ideas have to come through reading or writing, everything slows down. Not because they don't understand, but because their brain processes written language differently. So while their thinking is advanced, their access to written language is less automatic. The gap between intelligence and output is where so much frustration lives. Here's something many parents are surprised to learn. Being smart can actually hide dyslexia. Bright children often compensate without realizing it. They memorize words, they guess using context, they rely on strong verbal skills. They watch what other kids are doing. For a while, this can work, especially in early grades. But as school demands increase, longer reading passages, more independent work, more written responses, those coping strategies start to fall apart. And suddenly moms hear things like, they are inconsistent, they rush, they are capable but not performing. When in reality, their brain has been working overtime just to keep up. This is where things can get really hard emotionally. Because these children know they are smart. They know they understand the material. So when these results don't match the effort, many children with dyslexia turn that frustration inward. And they may start to think, why is this so easy for everyone else? Why do I have to work so much harder? Maybe I'm just not smart enough. This isn't a motivation issue. It isn't laziness and it isn't a lack of effort. It's a child whose brain is working harder than it looks and who struggles to explain that. And as a parent, this can be incredibly confusing to watch. One moment, your child explains a concept clearly out loud. The next moment, they can't read the worksheet. You might wonder, are they really trying? Do they need more practice? Am I pushing too hard or not enough? The truth is, you're not missing anything. What you're seeing is the difference between verbal intelligence and written language processing. Understanding this distinction is huge because it changes how you support your child. Here's the reframe I want you to take with you. Your child's struggle is not a reflection of their intelligence. It's a reflection of how their brain processes written language. Smart kids with dyslexia don't need more pressure. They don't need to prove their intelligence. They need understanding, support, and tools that work with their brain. When we stop asking, "Why can't you do this?" and start asking, "How can I support the way your brain works?" everything begins to shift. The good news is, when children with dyslexia are supported properly, their intelligence becomes a strength, not a source of frustration. Confidence can be rebuilt, skills can improve, and school doesn't have to feel like a daily battle. Understanding always comes first, and if you're watching this, you're already taking the first step. If this video describes your child, comment "Smart Kid" below. Remember, you are not alone. Reading your comments helps me know what support you need next. Subscribe for more videos on dyslexia. And if you know another mom who feels confused, worried, or second-guessing herself, please share this video with her. Your child is capable, and you are doing a really good job of supporting them. See you on the next video.